Tune in, family. You have two options. One option is to live your life unhappy. Second option, live your life happy. You may be saying, it's not as simple as that. But, you could complain about so many different things, like my life is not where I want it to be, or I'm not financially stable, or I don't want to have to do this, or I don't want to live in this situation. And you can use all of those things as negativity to be able to say that your life is not good and that your life is not worth what it is and what's the point of living and all of these different things. But that's choosing to live unhappy. Believe me when I say there's always something that you can take from your present situation that you can see it as, well, at least it's not this. Because it could always be worse. Let me tell you a quick story. There was a shepherd, and he had a whole bunch of flock. He had sheep, he had cattle, he had a nice big family, he had a nice big house. He had it made. He was good, living large. Well, eventually, he lost everything. He lost his big house, he lost all of his cattle, and he was just left with his family and a handful of sheep. And he was living in a small shack now. So he went to a guru that was living in his town, and he basically said to the guru, "Guru, I'm so unhappy with my life right now. I can't take it anymore. I had all of this stuff. I had everything, all the riches, anything that I could want, I had. And now I only have a small little shack, my family, and a handful of sheep." And the guru said to him, "I want you to move the sheep into your home." And he said, "What? Move the sheep into my home? What are you talking about? That doesn't make any sense." He said, "Move the sheep into your home, come back next week, and tell me if that helped." So he went back and he said, "I don't know what this guru is talking about, but I'm gonna move the sheep into my home. Small home, not big enough for my family and I, but I'm gonna move them in anyways, because this is what the guru said will help me." So he moved the sheep into his home, and then it was terrible. There were sheep pooing all over the place. There was no space. The kids were crying. His wife was unhappy, and everything was worse than it was before. So he went back to the guru and he said, "Guru, I don't know why you told me to move the sheep into my home, but I'm so unhappy. I'm even more unhappy than I was when I came and saw you last week." So the guru said, "Well, move the sheep out of the home and put them back into the field." So he goes home and he takes the sheep out. And all of a sudden, he was happy. He felt at peace. He felt like, finally, I don't have to deal with that anymore. That goes to show that it could always be a worse situation. Use the sheep as a metaphor, as everything that you decide to make a problem in your life. Use the sheep as your financial issues, as your house not being big enough, as you not having the car that you want, of you not being able to afford to go to school, or whatever it is. Use the sheep as a metaphor of all of those things that you decide to keep as a focal point and that you bring into your house to make your house worse, to make your life worse, to make your life unhappy. And take those sheep out of your home, and all of a sudden you realize that you're much happier because you have chosen to take out the negativity out of your life and to live happy. So you have two choices: to live unhappy and focus on all the things that are wrong with your life, or to decide to move the sheep out of your home and say, "You know what? My life may not be exactly what I want it to be, where I want it to be, but I'm going to focus on and appreciate what I have at the current moment, because it could be worse. It could be much worse. And I'm going to live happy regardless of my situation." I'm speaking from experience. My life is not exactly where I want it to be, and there's so many things that happen in my life on a daily basis, even right now, that makes it seem like, what's the point of doing all of this? Everything is against me. But I'm not letting the sheep come into my home. I'm going to take them out, and I choose to live happy today. So if you made it to the end of this video, I want you to comment in the box, "I choose to live happy." Tune in family. I always tell you I love you so much. Continue to share the videos, continue to comment, continue to like the videos, and continue to spread this message to all your family and friends and somebody that needs to hear this message. Choose to live happy today. That's the only way. Trust me. You'll thank me for it and yourself for it later. Thank you for watching. You know what this is? This is Thoughtful Thursday. My name is Dejehan Hamilton. Tune in.